Welcome to the Grail Truth Bible Study. In this video we're going to be doing Exodus chapter 37. We'll be using the English Standard Version. If you want to follow along, you can go to blueletterbible.org and just select the English Standard Version and go to Exodus chapter 37. If you want to participate in these videos, just leave a comment below and we'll let you know when the time is, and you can join in as well. And we have Sharon, who's following along on the Bible study online with us. And so let's go ahead and start the Bible study in Exodus 37 verse 1. Basil made the ark of acacia wood. 2 cubits and a half was its length. A cubit and a half was its breadth, and a cubit and a half was its height. And he overlaid it with pure gold inside and outside, and he made a molding of gold around it. And he cast for it 4 rings of gold for its 4 feet, 2 rings in its one side and 2 rings on its other side. And he made poles of acacia wood and overlaid them with gold. And he put the poles in the rings on the side of the ark to carry the ark. And he made a mercy seat of pure gold. 2 cubits and a half was its length, and a cubit and a half its breadth. And he made 2 cherubims of gold. He made them of hammered work on the 2 ends of the mercy seat. 1 cherub on the one end and 1 cherub on the other end. Of one piece with the mercy seat, he made the cherubim on its 2 ends. The cherubim spread out their wings above and overshadowing the mercy seat with their wings, with their faces one to another. Toward the mercy seat were the faces of the cherubim. He also made the table of acacia wood. 2 cubits was its length, a cubit its breadth, and a cubit and a half its height. He overlaid it with pure gold and made a molding of gold around it. He made a rim around it a handbreadth wide and made a molding of gold around the rim. He cast for it 4 rings of gold and fastened the rings to the 4 corners of its 4 legs. Close to the frame were the rings as holders for the poles to carry the table. He made the poles of acacia wood to carry the table and overlaid them with gold. And he made the vessels of pure gold that were to be on the table, its plates and its dishes for incense, and its bowls and flagons with which to pour drink offerings. He also made the lampstand of pure gold. He made the lampstand of hammered work. Its base, its stem, its cups, its calyxes, and its flowers were of one piece with it. And there were 6 branches going out of its sides, 3 branches of the lampstand out of the one side of it, and 3 branches of the lampstand out of the other side of it. 3 cups he made like almond blossoms, each with calyx and flower on one branch, and 3 cups made like almond blossoms, each with calyx and flower on the other branch. So for the 6 branches going out of the lampstand. On the lampstand itself were 4 cups made like almond blossoms with their calyxes and flowers, and a calyx of one piece with it under each pair of the 6 branches going out of it. Their calyxes and their branches were of one piece with it. The whole of it was a single piece of hammered work of pure gold. And he made its 7 lamps and its tongs and its trays of pure gold. He made it and all its utensils out of a talent of pure gold. He made the altar of incense of acacia wood. Its length was a cubit, and its breadth was a cubit, and its square and 2 cubits was its height. Its horns were of one piece with it. He overlaid it with pure gold, its top and around its sides and its horns, and he made a molding of gold around it, and made 2 rings of gold on it under its molding, and on 2 opposite sides of it as holders for the poles with which to carry it. And he made the poles of acacia wood and overlaid them with gold, and he made the holy anointing oil also, and the pure fragrant incense blended as by the perfumer. So these are the items that are basically inside the actual tabernacle, the tent. So you've got, if you remember correctly, we talked about the tabernacle. There's basically 2 rooms to it on the inside of the tent, and then you have an outer courtyard where there's the altar where you do the sacrifices and so forth. So the inner tent is called the Holy of Holies. That's the inner room, and that's where the Ark of the Covenant is, which we described here. And if you've ever seen Raiders of the Lost Ark, that's that gold box with the two angels on it, which are called cherubim, and with the wings, that's what they're lifting up and they're carrying in the Raiders of the Lost Ark. That's what goes in the Holy of Holies, the very center. And inside the Ark is the Ten Commandments are kept there, and then they also put Aaron's walking rod, basically, that miraculously grew like fruit or budded, basically, and then also a jar of manna from when they were wandering in the wilderness. So those things were placed in the Ark, and the Ark was placed in the center room, the Holy of Holies, and then
His walking stick grew fruit?
yeah, we'll come to that. That's a story later.
Oh,
It didn't really grow fruit. It budded, so it like gave leaves and stuff like that. It was a miracle.
okay.
And so, but that's a later story. And so, these things eventually will be put into the Ark, and then the Ark is kept in the Holy of Holies. The second room of the tabernacle is where you've got the golden menorah type thing, the candle stand that has seven candles to it, but it's all one thing. It looks like a
Is that
menorah.
the thing they just described with the calyx?
Yes.
Something?
Yep. Those
What's
are
a calyx?
Calyx is that's like a design, like they make little let's see here. Hang on a second. Let me I'll look up the word in Hebrew. Let's see. Hang on a second here. Oh, interesting. That's something that they're using in the ESV that's not in the other versions. So I think it's a bulb. So it's basically what it is it's artwork made to look like probably flowers or bulbs, some kind of artistic design basically that's like built into it. So and they did like made it look like almond blossoms, I think, in parts and stuff like that. So so yeah, basically they're putting a bunch of kind of neat little artwork. And if you've seen pictures of the golden lampstand, you can kind of see these things. Now, the golden lampstand. So in that second room, you've got the table of the showbread, which they put showbread on, and the priest actually eat of that, but it's there as an offering before God. And then you got this golden altar of incense where they put incense on that gives us very, the smell of incense basically fills the room. And you got the golden lampstand, which is the menorah that has like 7 branches to it. And then I think those are the 3 things. And then the Ark of the Covenant, that's in the Holy of Holies, which is the room behind the curtain that only the high priest can go into once a year. So now the golden lampstand, they've rebuilt that because in Jerusalem they're anticipating right now like when they can rebuild the temple again. And so they've built a lot of these things in anticipation that they're going to be able to rebuild the temple in Jerusalem. And the golden lampstand is on display that they've already built for the next temple. And
Where are they displaying that?
it's in Jerusalem. I think they keep it in like this circular glass case. But if you go online and look on the internet, maybe
Like outside in a glass case?
yeah. Let me see. Well, I probably don't want to do that on this video unless I pause it. Let me pause it and see if I can get a picture. So hold on. Okay, so I have on the screen a picture of the 7 golden 7 branched lampstand or menorah, if you will, that they've built in Jerusalem that's ready to go for the next temple. And so it's got a lot of different decorations on it, stuff like that. But you can see there's another example of the original lampstand that was in the second temple, because after the Romans destroyed that temple, they built an arch in Rome to commemorate the fact that they defeated Jerusalem. And on that arch, they carved and chiseled a picture of the slaves and the people that were taken out of Israel. And in that, they also included a copy of the golden lampstand that they captured from Israel. So you can see on this ancient Roman arch a copy of the original golden lampstand that used to be in the ancient temple. So that's kind of interesting too. So anyways, but that is chapter 37. So any questions on that?
Nope.
Okay. What does your summary say?
Basil makes ark, mercy seat, cherubim, table, lampstand, incense altar, and holy oil as prescribed in chapter 25. Design of inside furniture described.
Okay, that's pretty much it. Yeah, these chapters are very basic. So, all right. Well, if there's no other questions, I'll go ahead and end the Bible study. So I appreciate everyone who watched this video, and please like, comment, and subscribe if you have any questions. And also, if you want to join in these videos, please just let us know, and we'll let you know when the time it is, and you can join in on the audio as well. And we appreciate you watching. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks very much.